Here we are on May 8th, unwrapping what I did back in December of 2012. Well, here's starting at the corner, and again, this work started December 2nd, 2012, and was done up until December 18th. A lot of the work being on the front of the building, off a ladder, some of it by reaching over and completing the work that way. Here you can see the condition of the front wall from the roof. Brickwork is in bad shape. There's some small spots which can be patched like this, but the center area is in bad shape. This top slab is loose. The brick is just deteriorating. The inside is in horrible shape. This is all going to be pulled apart, stripped down to where it is solid. That metal work is going to have to come off. And here you can see little spots. This is in and around different areas. Some of that metal work has caused that. Here's the far corner on the north end of the building. This doesn't look bad, but once you start pulling this out, you discover that it's total crumble on the inside. And you know, this top center slab is loose. I'll demonstrate here how I can move it. And looking around the front, you can see that there is no mortar attaching it, and as well as a lot of the other white stone. Now, as we come up back to this corner here, I've stripped out all the crumbled brick, and it's pretty bad. And you can see there's a complete hole looking through the outside corner, which I will take a peek at and show you. But you can see how much mortar is missing in between this brick, and that's on the roof side. Here on the face side, you can see this white decorative. These square blocks have no mortar, or sections of mortar just ready to just fall away. Here again is that bad area from the outside. There's no mortar holding that yellow brick in. Okay, here's 3 stones that I had to remove from the north corner. The top stone was missing, but I had to remove them because it was all just crumbling inside and not actually being held with mortar. There's actually dirt that's worked its way in there, just soil. And this is all yet to be removed slowly before I start building on the inside. So I'll do the outside first. Here's a view of the center cap area where we removed that slab. You know, this is the first layer I took down. And then here I'm coming around to show the side slab that's on a slant, which will be removed also. That has no mortar underneath it. This is just a real bad area, and you'll see shortly where I removed the brick. These are the pieces that I took out that were underneath the cap. You can see all this brick is deteriorating. And this is what I found underneath it. All crumbling mortar and brick. Which I'm taking down, you know, little by little. This piece is loose, which I have the bricks for the facing out here. That will be rebuilt. This is good. This is good. Except for this corner, which has always been in this state. And then on the other side, This is the cap that comes off the center. I have it just mounted there. This is good. This is good. This is all good. And this is the repair work that I did earlier this week. All through here. And this, which I'll top coat again. And all this is what I've repaired. All this has been replaced brick. This I'll patch, maybe put in a brick or two, work with this. But you know, this is what's underneath it. It's all crumbled stuff. Here's the other top slab. That's it. Saving all the face brick. There's all the 3 layers or 3 rows of face brick. That will go back after I clean it all up. And then this slab will go here at a slant. And then the other top plate slab will go right here in the center. Here I am up in the top, reaching out. After I've placed those decorative white stones back in, I'm, putting mortar in between the edges. I've already done the large portions or the centers. And, Liz is shooting this from the ground. A little shaky with a long lens, but there's a lot of face brick that needed tuck pointing in through here. Some of this obviously I'm doing from reaching out, but I did come back with a ladder and go from one end to the other of the front, doing in and around face brick, the yellow brick, as well as all that ledge, that white marble ledge. Between the cap of the ledge and the main body of the ledge, there was loose mortar. Here again is that finished area. This metal bar, that all had to come off. Wasn't serving any purpose. Here's again looking at the finished work, just reaching over with the camera to show a view of it. There's some spots I have to go back on, probably bring the ladder from the side of the building to catch. Here you can see a gap of mortar that's missing, and again in this shot, but you can see where it was put in, but yet very deep in terms of what's missing. Here again, I came up to a point, then I moved the ladder and catch the other side. Here you can see how, again, the top cap was missing mortar. Here's just, some shots of the finished work. And here I am up on the ladder, shot by my neighbor, Brandon, and, just working again from one end to the other, in that shelf crown that really needed a lot. This decorative stone was missing a lot of both decorative piece of stone and a lot of deep mortar. Here's a broken piece of white marble that I just had to patch with mortar. And here you can see that decorative bottom needed mortar. There's finished after it dried a bit. And, just more of the same. You can see that there's a lot of areas that needed mortar in there. It all just been washed out, cracked away, and but it's all good now. This is all, work done from the ladder. Here's the top of that ledge. Some of this slop will be cleaned up afterwards. Here you can, the next shot is going to show the finished center area when I wrapped up on the 18th of December before I wrapped it up for the winter.